Hello everybody, welcome to another quick video. Now coming out this morning, the idea was sort of catch some sunrise. We're actually near the Grantham Canal, well we're actually on the Grantham Canal at the moment. Plan was get some sunrise, going across the fields, just sort of in the Vale of Belvoir, and you can get some really nice effects, maybe get a little bit of low-lying mist. The low-lying mist didn't really happen. What we've got is thick fog, so we're going to have a bit of a wander down the canal and we'll see what happens. No guarantees, might not work. But we'll see what we can find. Got the tripod with me just in case anything does crop up. But I think this is going to be a quick scouting trip with a few bits and bobs built in. But yeah, we'll have a bit of a wander. We might get something interesting. I've got the macro in the bag just in case as well. So we'll give that a bit of a play with and see if we can find some nice sort of misty effects, possibly some cobwebs. But yeah, we'll take a look, see what we can find. So come and have a wander. Now still well before sunrise, we're probably about 10 minutes off, but there's some lovely colours that we're seeing. Also the Grantham Canal, it's disused canal, which is in a state of being sort of restored. It's taken them decades to get where they are. There's a lot of restoration being done. I'll drop a link down to their website in the description if you want to take a look. But yeah, they're doing quite a lot of work with it. But there's some quite nice little scenes that are cropping up, but it's a little bit dark for it at the minute. Just over there, you can see the colours of the trees over there. If you can get a lovely composition from that with a little bit of light coming through, it'll be absolutely beautiful. But at the minute, it's just that little bit too dark. But there's little sort of feeders and things like that. It's just a case of picking out little different shapes and stuff like that. It's a bit like being in the woods, but you're actually sort of a bit further away from it. But so we'll carry on wandering, and hopefully we'll get to somewhere that we can see where the sun's coming up, and sort of, if we're lucky, be able to get some of the light rays coming through the trees. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not holding out any kind of hopes at all for anything fantastic this morning. But I've just spotted something. I'm just going to try and take a shot at it. It's going to be quite high ISO, but it might work. I'll have a go. I'll pop it up now for you. One thing we've noticed this year as well is autumn seems to be very staggered and delayed. You're getting a lot of sort of stuff that's still very, very green and no real sign of any leaf fall, and other stuff where the tree's completely bare. But I just found this little sort of copse of woodland, and there's a couple of little shapes in that I'm going to pick out. There's one behind me, there, lovely sort of silver birch that's sort of fallen over, but you've got a lovely sort of tree in the background, and it's framed by these trees at the side. The conditions aren't perfect, it's quite dark, but at the same time, because of the fog, because it's not thickened in the woods, it's quite bright, so it's sort of glaring in the background, but I might be able to do something with it. It's going to take quite a lot of playing around with in post-production, I think, to actually get what we're getting, yeah, the sort of the feel that I'm looking for. But yeah, I'll try and sort of get a shot of that. But there's a couple of other bits and bobs I'm going to just take in while we're in here, but yeah, we'll try that. I'll pop it up now, let me know what you think. So we've made it 10 minutes past sunrise, and well, there's nothing here really. It's completely flat. The mist is just about enough to actually get something over the canals. More sort of using that sort of a leading line into the depth. But I'll pop a couple of shots up now that I've taken. The trees are just beautiful along here. It's just on the turn for the colour, which is really nice. Like I said, I could do with a bit of light coming through, just filtering through, really make it sort of pop, but no, it's quite nice. So I'll pop a couple of shots up now. We'll keep on wandering down a little bit. If we're lucky, the sun will come and sort of start doing something. But like I say, we're 10 minutes after sunrise now, and well, I've just spun you around, you can see. Yeah, it's not really doing a great deal at all. So it's still very dark and yeah, generally quite grim. But like I say, keep on wandering. There's stuff that might pop out. It's always worth having a bit of a wander. You might get something that sort of catches your eye, but yeah, keep keep on wandering and have a look. So although conditions aren't ideal, it is getting a little bit brighter now. There's quite a lot of nice trees along here. I'm going to just spin you around. You've got that in the background there. Some nice little shots that you can sort of pick out. You're basically using the mist as a bit of a buffer zone. And I did see one sort of further out over in the field. Nowhere we could get to, unfortunately, but it was a beautiful shapely tree. Would have been absolutely perfect. But you can probably see the canal in the background there. It's completely green. Because it's semi-disused, there is a trip boat that comes down here, but it's pretty much sort of semi-disused state now. It's prone to actually having the blanket weed sort of set up, so it's quite strange. Rather than having reflections, you can actually use it like sort of a bit of a carpet. But yeah, there's a couple of sort of little bits and bobs that we're going to start picking out and sort of showing some of the patterns, I think. But the mist isn't quite thick enough to do some real sort of pretty stuff with, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. I'm saying we're sort of this sunrise completely, it's just completely blanked it out. I did look on the radar and there's no cloud at all. It's literally just this bank of fog that we're in. But yeah, wrong place, wrong time, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the way it works. But I'm going to keep on wandering. So I'll pick off a few shots as we're going down. We're just heading down to one of the next bridges along the canal and wandering back, I think, this morning. But yeah, some interest coming through anyway. It's certainly not been a completely wasted trip. So there's not really been a massive amount that we've seen. There's a few nice little features and bits and bobs. Did spot this tree though. We're just on the road just by the corner of the canal. It's actually quite nice because you've got the road that leads off into the fog in the distance. It's not what I call perfect composition, but I don't think it's bad. So I've got a shot of it. I'm going to try a couple of bits. I'll pop the shot up there for you. I've got a couple of ideas rolling around in my head as to what it's going to look like, but try a few things. I'll pop it up now for you. Let me know what you think. So we're taking a wander back down the canal now, back towards the van. Looks like it's been a reasonable morning. It's not been astounding. We've got a couple of little bits and bobs. But it's one of those where the conditions just didn't work. The forecast said it was going to be alright. We're looking at sort of misty conditions with what got potential for, there's a bit of a sunrise through the mist. Could have been picking out trees and stuff like that. Would have been really nice. But yeah, doesn't always work, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, we've enjoyed it. It's been a nice little wander as well. A few miles in the morning just to get going before breakfast. But we're going to head back to the van now and get some breakfast, I think, and a well-earned coffee, I think. So there we go. Not a fantastic morning, but not a complete bust either. Got a couple of nice little images, I think. But just playing with the mist. It's one of those where the fog could do either being a bit thicker or not there at all. It's one of those sort of classic problems where sort of you can just be exactly right to make fog work, and it wasn't quite there. So I think you can get some lovely effects. And there's a tree that I've shot that I'll put up at the end. That basically it's far enough away so it works to sort of be just disappearing into the mist. It's quite a nice sort of ethereal look to it. But yeah, it's one of those sort of conditions not quite there today, unfortunately. But it's been a good wander with somewhere that we've not been before. Nice night here as well, sort of stopped at the canal side. But yeah, it's been good. But we'll leave it there for now, I think, and definitely sort of a cup of coffee and some breakfast is calling us. But if you like the video, please do hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out no end. And if you're not subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 1,000 subs at the moment, and if you can do that, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Really help me out no end. But as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.